This is me. In week 15 of 2028 in Epic Climber, I went bouldering outdoors for the first time and it was so much fun. I could only get one session in at the Quig, so I didn't really get the project to the hard climbs, but this V3, Super Stoper, was my hardest end of the day. It was a really delicate start, and I'm pretty proud of it, so let's break it down. I started off with a 40 flat shuffle feet, so I was basically standing on the ground and marching on the Stoper. The hardest part of this climb was finding the good part of every hold. There were a lot of really bad Stopers on this climb, and the amount was horrible. It felt like at most 6 to 8 millimeters, definitely less than a half pod. So it was all about finding the most income pods to start some figures in and a solid thumb if possible. Since, as I said, I was pretty much standing on the ground, I had a lot of time for this, but finding the next one was even harder. This hold was at the very limit of my reach, and it was a horrible hold too. It was just really weird snopey quip, and when you placed on it was really important. I could get 2 fingers on the flattest part in the middle, so I focused on placing my middle and pointer there, and then tried to keep good friction. I brushed almost every attempt. Once I felt confident in those placements, it was finally time to move off the really comfortable foot up to the snopey ledge. The bottom of it was pretty good, but as you got higher up, it got more snopey and it got worse. I placed my left leg so I could get it lower down where it was flatter, and then it was time to see if all my placements were as good as I thought. I pulled up, and if any of my placements were suboptimal, I popped off. But even if I managed to stand up, there was still one more low percentage move. I had to bring my left hand up to the top Stoper. This was absolutely the crux for me. The feet are mediocre or bust, and the Stoper was horrible. So it was really hard to stick it, and not just lose my balance from the momentum of going up to the Stoper. After going up the fielder hold, I found what I thought was the best part of it, and after another brush, I stuck the move. Then, I realized what you never want to realize while climbing. I didn't park at the top, and it was not the easiest part of the climb. So I brought my right hand back down to the slopey quip, and I tried to figure out something else. I saw a hold really far to the right, and I figured that since my left foot placement was better, since it was lower down and more flat, I could maybe try to get a high right foot. It worked, and it actually felt really stable, so I dropped the knee to get a bit of extra reach, pulled up, and I could feel that I was right on the edge of reaching the dip. I was pretty sure this was the closest I was going to get, so I committed, and it was in cut. I cut my feet going for it, but Nakania was good enough to hold a swing, and I was able to do the rest of the top out without much of a struggle. That's all. Thank you.